was asked to do this. I have my notes, so let's get to it. The difference between a mean dance teacher and one that is strict but fair. Here we go. Number one, a mean dance teacher is one who is self interested. Okay, as opposed to a dance teacher that is strict but fair, they are artist focused on their growth. Okay, so sometimes, especially when I'm on social media, I see some clips and I'm just like, okay, is it about the choreo or is it about the dancer getting better? Okay. Number two, a mean teacher, I put under this, is jealous or intentionally calls dancers out to embarrass them, right? Number two, for a strict but fair dance teacher, I wrote the strict but fair one recognizes potential and stellar trajectory and consistently calls that dancer out. So, as I'm saying these things, you guys can sort of visualize these two scenarios. And you know what? Also, maybe some people may not be able to visualize those because the amount of things that I see on the internet that just makes me really invested in how we've reached such a large level of cognitive dissonance when it comes to true dance training spaces is just like beyond me. So maybe we're in the metaverse, but just flow with me. Number three, a mean dance teacher, you can probably say, exists when there's strict arrogance coming from that teacher, waning interest in dancers' progression, and when solutions cannot be offered. Under that, I put a little arrow and said perhaps they're ill-equipped to teach. And so here I am in this moment. I'm just going to kind of advocate for what most people may, think or see as mean dance teachers. Also, maybe they are not equipped to teach. Everyone cannot walk you down a path or cannot help you to journey from one level to the next being a greater or higher level. And so, again, I'm just keeping in mind a lot of the things I see on social media, and I'm just like, oh, what's that mean? Because listen, okay, all of us, even a little child, knows when someone is like being mean, right? Knows when someone is being bullied, right? And so some of the things I hear, I'm just like, was it mean or did you just not like it? Okay. So number three, on the side of strict but fair dance teachers, and this is in contrast to my last point, is that those teachers exist when there's logical, progressive discipline and training, even when even when it is exhausting, when it isn't immediately received well by the dancer, but it marinates as direction, and when competence is evident despite sometimes dancers feeling like they are not progressing that day, because dancers are really hard on themselves. So to this last point, if you have a dance teacher who is strict but fair, and just to be clear, I separated them under those two headlines because the person who asked me to do this named those headlines as such. So when you have that strict but fair dance teacher, but you can see that there's a logical progression in the training mechanisms that they're using and the corrections that they're giving you, it's time for you to begin assessing what really is happening. Because again, we live in a day and age where people who are training for dance seriously, people who want to become professionals, they want everything to feel good. And I'm almost like, whoa, wait. Take me back to the Arthur Mitchell days. Take me back to the Alpha Ailey days. Okay, I wasn't born yet. But it's just like, even when I was coming up in high school in my local dance studio, we knew what it was and what it wasn't. These days, it's like, oh my gosh, I got told not to look down at the ground, and I got told that, people try to say things like, oh, the old sayings like, I don't want to see your lunch, and all that stuff. That is, you got to know the difference. And so as I kind of put a cap on these two different types or kinds of dance teachers, I also just want to mention that it is high time that dancers also start integrating into their training experiences. Notice I said dancers and not the instructors. Now I am talking about, or I have in my mind specifically, like high school to collegiate dancers, and obviously those who are, fresh out of college and going to professional dance careers. It's time to start integrating ways for you to actively learn how to maturely navigate your dance training, because that's only going to, go over into the dance profession. If maturity is not something that is on your radar, if that is not something that you deem necessary, you're probably going to have a hard time, again, especially with our ever-changing social media landscape of a world. You have to understand what is mean and what is just, like I stated here, strict but fair. And I'm gonna tell you, see, me, I like them strict, okay, with a K at the end. And reason being is that I'm telling you, it just breeds an artist that is, you don't cut corners. You just different. You walk in the room and you just different. Everybody doing jeté, everybody doing tamé para regli, salsa de shot, everybody's doing whatever, but it's just something about you, and it goes far beyond the step. You see how passionate I'm getting? That's how much I need dancers to get that maturity going. Because, babe, and let me say this too, because I know the babies like to, oh, well, we aren't being treated right. I felt like this, I felt like that. I will never, let me be clear, I will never advocate for dancers to literally be treated like they do not matter, like their bodies, do not matter. That's absolutely absurd when we use our bodies so much, quite literally. What I am saying is, in order for you to digest, understand what I'm saying right now and to actually implement it, okay, and to actually be able to grow from it, in this moment, you have to be able to unlearn the stuff that you done seen on social media. And I'm blaming social media, okay? And you have to understand that not every teacher is mean, because you have to be met with correction. And I'm gonna tell you this one for free. You ain't gonna always like it. That don't mean they bad teachers. That doesn't mean they're mean. And some teachers, especially the old school ones, you know what I'm saying? They can be a little, but when you are a dancer that is mature, and you don't get this way by osmosis. This is why I want y'all to join Dance Career Mentorship Group, because it just grows you in such a beautifully progressive way. It's how I got this way. My dance teacher before I got to college, baby, old school through and through, okay? Really sweet woman to this day, but didn't pull any punches. Y'all got to know what it is and what it ain't. I'm lyrical, and what I be saying gonna make you think. I'm all in. I be solo, don't need no friends. Okay, so make sure y'all follow me on my YouTube channel for more, because I'm on a mission helping dancers become visible, valuable, longevity-minded for their professional dance careers. All right, guys.